Hey, it's me, OGDuffy. I'm off down my local CEX. We're PS3 game hunting today, guys. I've set myself a little budget, as I always do. £20 whole pounds. See how many games I can get to add to my collection. Usual rules apply, guys. You know what they are. No sports titles. No doubles, games that I already own. And thirdly, I must stay within budget. Will I do it? Of course I will, he says. But it's not that, it's the quality of the titles we get in it, really. And of course, and always, just for fun, as these games all go into my own collection anyway, I'll be doing the eBay prices and all that sort of good stuff that we do. Anyway, guys, new CEX, let's go. Just managed to park in Sainsbury's. That was a ball ache, I tell you. Had to try 3 separate machines. Mrs. OG got in camera shot there. Look, she's all panicking. She's racing ahead. We're off to the CEX, as I said. Had a refurb, apparently, my local one. About a month ago now. Not been there yet, so be interested to see what the refurb is, if anything at all. Might pop in a charity shop or two if there's any open. It is Sunday, after all. And lucky enough, a couple of them charity shops were open. Coming to this first one here, as you can see, some good Xbox 360 titles going on, and this caught my eye, Fable 2. Now it's that symbols there at the bottom, right? Is that Japanese or is that Chinese? And if so, did that come on the proper UK PAL version, or is this an import? I'm guessing it's a PAL version, but hey, let me know in the comments, guys. Am I right or wrong? I'm not sure. Anyway, Fable needs no introduction. What an absolute classic game that was. I mean, I remember playing the very first Fable. I loved it, and I had it on the original Xbox. And they used to always see my character in villages and stuff. And they used to go, "Oh, chicken kicker." That still gets me to this day. Honestly, such a great game series. Anyway, carrying on here, as you can see, plenty of Xbox 360. Crackdown caught my eye as well, but I'm not collecting for Xbox 360. But for those that are interested, I've been given a huge collection just recently, which shall I go through it on the channel? Let me know in the comments if you're interested in 360. Charity shop number 2 saw this. Get fit with Mel B. Now this isn't the first time Mel B is going to be appearing in this video, guys. Spoiler alert. Should I pick that up? There you go, another spoiler, I didn't get that. And this one next to it, another Wii game there. Pippa Funnel, I think. Pippa Funnel Wolf Riding or something. Who is Pippa Funnel? Let me know in the comments, never heard of her. And now coming back to the CEX store, my local. As I say, it's its 10th anniversary. These caught my eyes here, right, okay. Nothing special, you think. 2 basic GameCubes. Now, looking at them labels, neither of these were boxed. So why the £50 price difference? Right, is it just me, but the one on the right, they call it indigo, which is like a bluey purpley colour. I always thought that was a really common colour for GameCube, and obviously the one on the left is black. So is it purely that price difference because of the different colours? I know there's what they did one called a spiced orange or blood orange or something, and I know that one's quite rare and fetches a lot more money than the others. But I personally thought that indigo one was quite common. Let me know in the comments, guys. Carrying on along the shelves there, Lilac Wars 64 there. That was the extension Star Fox, if I recall. Never actually played that. In fact, I didn't play an awful lot of N64 games. I do have one, but I should break it out really. Always have a look at the NES. There's only the one loose colour in here, which is a shame. But this here caught my eye. Look at that Giga Wing. Now, if you look very closely in the bottom right corner there, you'll see that brilliant Capcom logo. Oh yes, the OG does enjoy a Capcom game or two. Now this, I've known the name of it, but to be honest, I knew it was like a shoot 'em up, but I didn't realise what a great shoot 'em up it is. I mean, just look at the graphics there. I know this is on the Dreamcast, this is the Dreamcast version, but this was the only conversion I think they made from the arcade for this. I think only the Dreamcast got a home release of this. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, guys. But what a shoot 'em up that is, mate. It looks absolutely mental, doesn't it? But not the biggest range of retro games in this one, but quite a few anyway, you know. Always good to see your Mega Drive and your Master System cards. And to be honest, I think they are still reasonably priced. They're nice bits to collect for. But anyway, we're here today for the challenge, and the challenge is PS3 titles. You know me, I'll keep banging on and on and on about the PS3, how great it is. I know quite a few of you guys as well are collecting for it, so please do drop in the comments any games I should be keeping an eye out for on the PS3. Please drop them in the comments. Anyway, looking along the shelves here, as always, Call of Duty, always loads of that knocking about. It's a bit like FIFA, but better. Anyway, this caught me eye, look. The Def Jam Rap Star. I thought, that's only £1. And I was confusing it with the other Def Jam game, you know, where you have fighters and stuff. But actually, this is nothing but a glorified karaoke, really. And hey, I struggle to read at speed, so rapping definitely ain't for me, guys. Bit of Deadpool there, £15 that one. I do have that in the collection, and look, what a trilogy of games they were. Dead Space 1, 2 and 3. Still absolute classics, you know. Had a look at that. Fracture, £1. Can't go wrong with that sort of game for £1. Don't know anything about it. Did not pick it up. So yet another spoiler alert, people. Oh, what am I like with these spoilers, eh? Tell you what I picked up before you even know. Anyway, look at this. I told her she would be back, and here she is. Oh yes, Mel B is back with her Keep Fit regime. Now, how much money do you reckon she earned from that? Must have been a good little earner, hasn't it? I mean, she must have shifted quite a few titles. It was cross-platform. Anyway, I did not pick that one up either, so another spoiler for you. Moving on. Now let's see what other delights we can find. That's the key we're collecting for this system. I'll be honest, I mean, I'm not a full collection or anything like that, but you can get some great games at silly money that are so playable, honest. And I mean, even for £1 or £2, I mean, if some of these give you only even an hour of pleasure, do you know what? That's a cheap hour's entertainment, it really is. I mean, look at the price of a pint, guys. You know, PES there, 50p. Now, Prison Break, that game there, right? How many of you have played it? I loved the TV show back in the day. I watched season 1 and season 2. I never saw anything past that. Must have gone off the boil for me, you know. But as I was saying, there's some really, really good games. I mean, the Resistant games there, I mean, they've been suggested to me. And Spider-Man, £38. Now, Spider-Man really does hold its value as a game on this system. Why is that? Oh, it does on general most systems, actually, Spider-Man games. Strange. Shame here, reprinted cover. But again, they charge the same price, even if the cover was original. I personally think that's a bad CEX business model decision, but hey, you know, not my business, it's theirs, so their decisions. Anyway, guys, let's go and get a look at my pickups from today's challenge. OGDuffy back from CEX. It's been a while since I've done one of these CEX challenges. Now, as I said right at the beginning, the rules are simple. 3 rules. Rule number 1, stay within budget. The easiest, isn't it? Or is it? Oh dear. Rule number 2, no sports titles. And rule number 3, no games I already have. And just for fun, as I'm going through these, I'm putting up there the eBay prices, okay? The average prices that these games go for on eBay compared to CEX. How I come to them averages is I take the last 3 sold listings of each, and then I average them out, and that gives me the average. Very, very simple, really. So it just puts a nice little extra spin on things. Just for fun, mind. All these games do go into my own collection. They're games I do not own. Okay, so without further ado, as you can see here, I have said CEX bag in my hand. We've done very well. We have got PS3 titles, but confession number 1, this was a £20 CEX challenge. Sorry guys, I went over budget by 50 pence. I could have put a game back and stayed within budget, but 50p, I thought you guys would forgive me, so please drop in the comments, am I forgiven or not? Will you allow me this 50p boundary? So I spent £20 and 50 pence, guys. Anyway, let's go get a beer, then let's get to these games. This week's beer, guys, is from Lithuania. Oh yes, 5.1%. Describes itself as a pale ale. It's actually called, and as you know, in typical OG fashion, I'll give you my translation, and it is called Canapinis. Yes, Canapinis, spelled P-I-N-I-S. I know what you're thinking. Canapinis. I've probably completely mispronounced that. If you know Lithuanian and you know this beer, drop in the comments, guys. Let's get this cracked open. It's not a bad strength. Now, guys, over to the beer cap. That's what sort of fizz we get this week. Oh, nice little hiss. And straight down into the bin below. That's style. I like that. We're going to use a Stormtrooper beer glass today. Let's get that pour going on. Oh, now if you guys enjoy all these beer tasting and taste test things I do and beer reviews and that, do step over to my other channel because there's food and beer related challenges of sorts. The details are on the screen there. So anyway, Canapini. Oh, it's quite a cloudy beer. I've poured that one really badly, haven't I, guys? Look at the head on that. Well, hey! Anyway, look at that. That's very, very cloudy beer. Describes itself as a light beer. Anyway, when anything's cloudy, I always think it's heavy beer. That's just me. Anyway, cleanse the palate. It's a strange one because as soon as I try a beer that's cloudy, mentally I switch off a bit from it, you know. But all in all, that's not too bad. It's 5.1%. I'll describe it as more a beer ale-y type beer than I would a lager or light beer as it's described on the bottle. If anything, when I put in the rest of the bottle, it's gone very dark. It's quite a dark light beer if such a thing exists. Anyway, CEX challenge that I've set myself. Let's go and see what PS3 titles I managed to get. Now to those games, and did I pass my challenge? Now this has been a big question here. 3 rules. 1, stay within budget. I failed that. Number 2, don't buy any games you already own. And number 3, no sports titles unless it's a boxing game. I make the exception then. Also, what can I say, guys? I went over budget by 50p. So it's down to you. In the comments, a fail or are you going to let me off? Let me know. Do you forgive me for going over the 50p or is this just a standard fail? No offence, whatever you guys say, let me know in the comments. Now, just for fun, as always, up there, I put the eBay listings sale prices. The last 3 sold listings, I take them, average them out, divide by 3, gives me the figure. Easy. So that's just for fun. Obviously, I know with the eBay thing, you've got the price for the listing fee you have to pay eBay. And of course, you've got the P&P. Some listings include it, some don't. So, purely fun, tongue-in-cheek. Let's get to it. Game number 1 was £2.50 and it was this. Kingdoms of Amalur. Excuse my pronunciation, Reckoning for the PS3. They're all PS3 games today, okay? And all the games I've bought all come with the manuals and the bump for the paperwork. So I'm not going to open up every one and show you that because, hey, you get dull of it. So that was £2.50. Don't know a lot about it. Looks quite like a nice, good, immersive RPG game. You can't go wrong with a decent RPG. But is it a decent one, guys? Let me know. I mean, for £2.50, you've got to ask the question, you know? Is it too cheap? Is it just a pile of poop? But little OG seems to say, no, Dad, I remember that one. It was a good little game. I enjoyed playing that. So, might be worth a spin out, that one. So, Reckoning. What do you guys know about that? If anything at all, drop it in the comments. The eBay sold price going up there. Ka-ching. Hey. Next one. Now, I have played this many moons ago when it first came out. And it is Brutal Legend. I'm a rock metal fan, so what's not to love about this game? I seem to remember it had a brilliant soundtrack going throughout. I could be wrong. Jack Black does the character voice and that in this, and he's a bit of a character. Jack Black versus Eddie Riggs, from roadie to rock guard. Now, this sounds good to me, right? Cameos by rock gods. Ozzy Osbourne, yeah. Rob Halford, yeah. And of course, the one, the only Lemmy Kilmister himself. I love Lemmy. I love Motorhead. I'm just a huge Motorhead fan. So that is going to be pretty good, right? Survive online battle of the band's deathmatch. Enter a metal-themed universe featuring an epic soundtrack. So I'm looking forward to playing this just for the soundtrack alone. It's going to be a good casual bit of gaming, a bit of tunage going on, you know, a few beers. If I remember right, you used the guitar there. I think you swung it round as like a battle axe type game. So anyway, £2.50. There's the eBay average price going up now. Good. 2 down, 4 to go. Next one. Bladestorm, the 100 Years' War. Now I'm guessing the 100 Years' War goes obviously English history. The storm of the century in the 14th century, a quarrel over English succession by the French throne escalated into the history of what would be known as the 100 Years' War. There's a load more bump on the back there. But hey, I am not your history teacher and I never wanted to be, so we will not be covering that today. No idea, but it was £2.50. It's by a game company called KOEI. Koei. I don't know if you can see that or not. Koei. Not a company I'm very familiar with, but hey, looks different, doesn't it? I mean, it's like a real-time strategy game, is it? Is it strategy? FPS? What? I really don't know. But hey, I enjoy anything a bit sort of swords and fantasy and shields and all that sort of stuff, and shoving a spear where it shouldn't go and creating carnage. That sounds good fun. So £2.50, eBay prices going up there now. Averages, of course. Next up, strange one this. I know this game back in the day absolutely passed me by, all right? And it's Plants vs Zombies, okay? It's by PopCap Games. Now, my thoughts of this are, am I right in saying that this was one of them games, it was big as an app along with like Angry Birds and that sort of thing? Now I love Angry Birds, got a lot of love and respect for Angry Birds. A unique, hilarious shooter. I think this is online play only. Yeah, online multiplayer only. So whether the servers are still open for this or not, I really don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments, guys. But am I missing a trick with this? Is this a good game? Is it as good as Angry Birds? That is the question I'm asking you. Because I'm a bit of a sucker for them Angry Birds. Anyway, that was £3. eBay value going up there. Ka-ching! Next one. This one was a whole £5. Yes, a fiver, guys. And it is this. Now, I've got to do this in hushed tones in case the Star Wars machine is listening. It's Star Trek. Yeah, you heard it. Star Trek. I am a Star Wars fan through and through, and you know, us Star Wars fans can't really be Trekkie fans as well, and vice versa. But I have a confession to make. The newest Star Trek films I really enjoyed. I thought they were really, really good. So I thought that for a fiver, right, I'll give it a spin. I have no idea what sort of gameplay it is, just as players Kirk and Spock and unleash the power of the 23rd century technology in battle against the ruthless Gorn invaders. Don't know what a Gorn invader is. 2-player club, interact with crew, explore. Oh, I don't know. But hey, we're going to put it on and probably just mooch around the Starship Enterprise. And maybe, yeah. Fiver. You want control? Any good? Let me know in the comments, guys. And also, are you team Star Trek or Star Wars? Hey, I know which. Well, you know which I am. There's no surprise there. Now to the final game and the one I am most excited for. Now, just lately, I've been having a bit of a resurgence on some really old gaming in respect of I've revisited the old strategy type games. I mean, and we're talking like, you know, your Warcraft 2, which I recently picked up and I've been putting a few hours into. It's still an amazing game, you know. And I mean, you had StarCraft and all that sort of thing at the time. But another one big at that time was the Command and Conquer series. Now I saw this on PS3, Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 Ultimate Edition. Not the basic edition, guys. Oh no, not for OG, but the Ultimate Edition. Now this was a fiver, guys. I'm hoping it's like the old style strategy was, but obviously with much improved graphics. Now, I do keep banging on and on and on about how good the PS3, to me, still looks. These games are cheap as chips for the PS3 at the moment. And that's why I pick them up when I do, because it's still a great system. To me, it hasn't aged that much. I don't think the jump from some PS3 to PS5 is huge. You obviously can see it. Of course you can see it's a jump, it's a leap. But I don't think it's a massive leap. It's not like from ZX Spectrum to like a Mega Drive. That was, you know, that was just, my God, well, phew, that was something else. Anyway, of course, as I said, they're all complete. There you go, just to evidence. That one's really nice condition though. Doesn't look like the manual's been read on that one. But I am excited for this, okay? So this cost me £5, and on eBay the sold average is going up there. Now, there it goes. So, let me grab me beer and let's summarise. Now, where I've left the beer when I've been doing this, it's sort of, I don't know, it's sort of, it seems a bit more cloudier and darker to me. Yes. Ho hum. Anyway, guys, I spent a total of £20.50. Now, according to them eBay sold listing prices, I could get a total of £34.75 if I was to go that route with them. Okay? Again, tongue-in-cheek, you already know that, so we're not going to go down there, okay? But it just gives you a general idea. I think the surprising value ones for me, looking at the prices, was that Command & Conquer one. I mean, that's roughly about a tenner. It's going for about a tenner on eBay and stuff. And so, obviously, it's £5 in CEX. So, that would be my tip if you're going to pick one of them up. I'd go for the Command & Conquer. Don't know if it's any good, but I'm hoping it's going to be a really playable game, guys. Now, anyway, as always, I am OGDuffy. You guys are absolutely awesome. Now, question time. Have I passed this challenge, or have I failed because I went over budget by 50p? I think the majority are going to say that I failed. But hey, if I had to leave one of them games there, which one would I have left to keep it under budget? So actually, you know what? Yeah, all right, I might have failed, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Anyway, guys, let me know, what pickups have you had from CEX of late, and in particular, any PS3 games you guys would recommend, and put them in the comments, because I know some of you guys are collecting for PS3 and your knowledge on PS3 far exceeds mine, and you've played a lot more of the PS3 game titles than I have. Anyway, as always, hit the subscribe, like, but comment is more important than all of that. Drop it in the comments. Let's keep this community chat going, guys. I've been OGDuffy, and this thick-looking broth is for you. It's really not that bad.